Good morning, everyone, and good night of Shabbos. We are continuing here in the laws of KITZUR HILCHOS Shabbos, and we're holding by the halachas of hadlakas ner, lighting the candles, speaking about who's chayiv, who's obligated to light the candles, where to light the candles. This chapter, this little paragraph over here, a bit confusing. I think that perhaps there's some typing errors over here, which is making it more confusing. We'll try our best to get through this paragraph properly. Mishain lo isha, someone who is not married. Or for one reason or another, his wife is not lighting the candles in the house that week. And then he has an obligation to light candles on Shabbos for himself. So we're talking about a man over here who either is not married or his wife is not lighting candles, so the obligation rests upon him. V'chein hadin, so too, v'isha she'ena nesua, if a woman is not married, or if she is married, aval baila eno madlik aleha, but she wasn't able to light in the house, and her husband is not lighting the house for either. So both of these people are in a situation where there's an obligation for them to light. There's a difference whether he lives in a room all by himself, or he lives with other people. If someone has their own private room, and they do all of the activities in that room, like we mentioned the other day. Maybe there's a table and chairs in there, there's a couch, he lives there, he eats there, he sleeps there. Then this person is obligated to light a candle for himself on Shabbos. But then this is why I think he's just repeating himself. There's a distinction whether he lives in a room by himself or he lives with somebody else. So again, I think it's just a repetition over here. If he's living in a room where he can do his own take care of himself, the sleeping, the eating, and lounging around, learning all the different things. He can do tashmishay. He can do his own activities there. And then he has an obligation to light by himself. Let's just take it at that. If he's living in a room where he can do his own activities, not just sleeping there, but he can eat there, and he can learn there, and he can do work there, and so on and so forth, he has an obligation to light for himself. But if he lives with somebody else in that house, even if he has his own room to sleep in, but it's too small, it's just a sleeping room. He doesn't have a table, he doesn't have a chair, he doesn't eat there, he doesn't lounge around over there, there's not really a place where he can learn, so on and so forth. But there is a room in the house where everybody does. There's a dining room, a living room where everybody does their regular activities. So then it's like he doesn't have his own private room, and therefore he doesn't have to light on his own. Whoever is taking it upon themselves to light the candles in that house, so this other person who just has a sleeping room, he's mishtatev, he joins in together with their lighting. How do you join in together with their lighting? You have to give him a pruta, a small coin, 10 cents, a quarter, and and in that way you are able to fulfill your obligation of lighting the candles in that house. Because by purchasing a little portion in the candles, you're giving this person a quarter, so you're buying some of the wick or some of the oil that is in the candles. It's considered as if he's lighting on his own. So again, if you are staying in a house and you are not married, or your wife is not lighting for you in the house, and you don't have an obligation to light in the room where you are sleeping because that's just a sleeping room, and you're somewhere where somebody else is lighting the candles, so then you go and you're mishtatev, you join in with their candle lighting, you give them a small coin, 10 cents, quarter, or the like, and then you purchase some of the oil that's in that candle, and now it's as if you yourself are lighting. Misha samach al shulchan acher, this is an important part. Someone who is samach, they are relying upon someone else's table. Kama Misharis, you have a Jewish maidservant in your house. Ay Talmud bebeis harav, or you have a student who's living in the house of his Rebbe. V'kach hadar eitzel mishpachta, or you have a young man or a woman that's living by their family, which is common practice. Nechshav kechelek hamishpacha, that person is considered to be a chelek, a portion of the family in and of itself. V'yachal latzeisim neshal balabais, and therefore they fulfill their obligation by the lighting of the candle of the balabais, of the owner of the house, the mother or the father of that house, afilu bli nesinas pruta, without giving a pruta. So your children don't have to come and give their mother a quarter every week and say, Mommy, please have me in mind for the lighting of the candles. You are part of the mishpacha, part of the family, and automatically included in the candle lighting. Okay, that's where we're going to hold today. Wishing everybody a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos, and we shall see you, Bez Hashem, next week. All the best.